comes in English. I know there are people here from other countries who do not have English as a first language. But what I can do is speak nice and slowly. I'll keep it very simple, and hopefully everyone will be able to understand what I'm saying. So put a hand up if you've understood me so far. Jolly good, jolly good, almost everyone. Okay. So would you like a live commentary?
Yes.
Jolly good. So the company, the people that own the boats and the bars and the rest of it, they have for you the recorded audio guide. But we don't get very good reports, feedback, reviews on that audio guide. It's music, adverts, and a lot of silence as well. So I'll try my best, but please remember we're not professional tour guides, we're just here for your safety. We are your boat crew. When it's safe and clear to do so, Captain Dave is going to turn the boats for a nice picture of Tower Bridge. The tide is flooding in from the North Sea. The Thames is connected to the sea ahead of us. It's about 30 miles away. If you look to your right, you can see the high tide mark. At the top of the green, that's the average high tide. And around 5 o'clock this afternoon, that is where the water will have risen to. So the tide is coming in, it's pushing us away from Tower Bridge. So as we turn, we'll be pushed up the river from the bridge. Tower Bridge, possibly the most famous bridge in the world. Very famous. Many call it London Bridge. That's on your left, London Bridge. Tower Bridge, it's also famous because it opens. Not today, literally not today, but tomorrow evening at 7 p.m, 1900 hours, there'll be a bridge lift. The bascules will rise up to allow a tall sailing ship into London. Okay, so it's a rare sight. I say tomorrow at 7 p.m, there will be a lift. And the bridge was built in 1894. Given its Gothic style to merge, blending with the Tower of London, which dates back to 1078. It was built for William the Conqueror as a fortress to begin with. It served London as many things, best known as being a place of torture and execution. Take a picture of Traitors' Gates. Before we take off, we'll go nice and slow, take a photo from the river. You can't really appreciate it from the land. Entry to the Traitors' Gates. It's at this point, criminals being found guilty up at Westminster, where we're heading to. They were rowed down the river, through the arch, up onto the hill for their executions. Yes, sir. Now, Tower of London, that is in good submission. A bit more history here to your left, dating back to the Second World War. The ship, named the HMS Belfast. She was built at the Harland and Wolff shipyard. That is where they built the ill-fated Titanic. She's been here in London for over 50 years, now part of the Imperial War Museums. There are many ladders to climb up and down, as there are 9 decks, 9 levels to explore. Right, it will take many hours to look around this museum. I would definitely save it for a rainy day. We don't have many rainy days here in London, ladies and gentlemen, but when it does, I do recommend a museum, as most of our museums are free to visit. The ship flies a Union Jack. As you can feel, there's hardly a breeze in the air today. There's no wind, but it is there. It's flying from a Jack staff. Look above the flag, and there's a crown. We have the same flag flying from the building behind the ship. However, that is a Union flag. They can be swapped around, these flags, they are identical, but it's only a Union Jack when flown from the Jack staff of a naval ship. Did anyone know that? No. There you go, that's how good. Stay to your left, we've got the tallest building in the country. The Shard of Glass stands 1,000 feet. Close to the top, there are apartments. They range in price, starting from only 30 million, going up to almost 50 million pounds. And there's also an observation deck at the top. That does cost money. If you go to your right, see the building with the crane on top and the round roof. Can you see the people standing up there? See them? That's London's Sky Garden. And that is free to go to. Okay, so save yourself a couple of bucks.
I've told you about that.
It is a free observation deck, London's Sky Garden. You can all go up there for free. You don't have to pay money. Stay to your right. Through the gap, you'll first see one of St Christopher Wren's churches, Magnus the Martyr, designed by Wren. He also designed the monument coming into view. Camera's ready, it's only a little gap. Designed to look like a candle. That's what started the Great Fire of London, 1666. A candle in a baker shop just back here on your right in Pudding Lane. London Bridge, you see the name to your left and to the right. The first bridge built here, the first London Bridge, was by the Romans 2,000 years ago. There have been many bridges to span the site here. The last London Bridge that was sinking into the mud. Does anyone know what happened to it? No? It's in America today, ladies and gentlemen. It spans Lake Havasu in Arizona. The old London Bridge, here for over a century, is now in the USA. The old London Bridge. On the left, there is a pirate ship. It has sailed the world twice, retracing the journey made by Sir Francis Drake. He became the first English captain to sail a boat around the world, and for now that is a museum. You can go aboard and look around. Look way over to your right, underneath the bridge. You see that glass room? Look inside, it's a relaxation spa. We sometimes see half-naked people on display. That's it, sir. Zoom in. You Some days are better than others. Some days you wish you never looked. On your left, as we get through, there's a pub in the corner, named The Anchor. That pub was first built in 1615, making it over 400 years old. Behind the pub, the Borough Market. Many passengers ask me where the Borough Market is. It's here to your left, just behind that pub. It is London's oldest market, dating back around 900 years. Back to the pub. It's a beautiful pub to visit, lots of outside seating, and so it's a very famous old tavern here along the river, frequented by many of our most famous and greatest Englishmen. Charles Dickens, Christopher Wren, William Shakespeare, me, Anthony, Captain Dave. That's where we go most evenings. That's where we go to conduct the research we do for these commentary styling, you see. We're self-educated. You want to join us later? No? Yes? You're welcome. You're all welcome if you like, folks. We'll be there after we finish work about 9 o'clock tonight. I mentioned William Shakespeare a moment ago. Here to your left, the Globe Theatre. One of many theatres that Shakespeare and other actors would have performed in. In the Elizabethan era, this was London's entertainment area. People came here to have fun. And you can go there to watch a play from only £10 per person, which is a good value for a live show, folks. Only £10 at the Globe today. London's newest bridge, the Blade of Lights. Any fans of Harry Potter, you may recognise this bridge. On your left, the Tate Modern. That big building was a power station, now the world's largest modern art gallery, and it is free to go to. Once you've been and had a look around, you'll realise why it's free to go to. Honestly, up to your right, St. Paul's Cathedral. See that dome? That is the second largest dome of its kind in the world. The first is on St. Peter's in Rome. And just above the dome right now, there are people up there. That is an observation deck, the Golden Gallery. There's no lift. You must climb over 500 steps. But once you're there, you can spend ages taking many pictures from pretty much the centre of the City of London. Almost halfway to our next stop. And how is the commentary coming through so far? Loud and clear?
Yes.
Shall I carry on?
Yes.
Thank you for the encouragement. Much appreciated. Coming up here is a tunnel of sorts. Bridges close together, they form a tunnel. The Thames Tunnel of Love, as it is known. Legend has it, they say, if you kiss a loved one whilst in the tunnel, it will bring you many years of joy and bliss. So that's it, don't be shy. Loved one to kiss. If you're not with a loved one, just kiss your wife or your husband. See what happens. Some days we don't get through this bridge. The tide goes so high, we physically can't fit through the arch. We know the river very well. We spend a 5-year apprenticeship learning bridges, piers, depths, heights, all 95 miles of the tidal depths. We know it inside out. So you're very safe hands. Back to the buildings to your right. You see the building with the green roof and the black spire? That's the old City of London School for Boys. There are statues at the top between the windows. From the left, you got Francis Bacon, John Milton, William Shakespeare, Sir Isaac Newton. They weren't taught here, but they were a great inspiration to the young lads that once were. Lord Asquith, Lloyd George, and Sir Winston Churchill. They were taught here before moving on to higher education. And I mentioned the tide earlier. The tide is coming in. The river, it's pushing us along. It is always flowing. Rising on the flood, dropping on the ebb. Churning up the mud that makes the river murky. Believe it or not, it is one of the world's cleanest working rivers. Some people say you can actually drink the water directly out the river. Did you know that? You can. Only once, but you can drink the water out the river. Lots of fish, including salmon and trouts. There are thousands of seals living on the estuary. So back behind you, over 30 miles away, a colony of seals live. And they come up into London. We often see them, near enough every day we work, so we see them pop up, sometimes with a fish, but say it is very clean today. Years ago it was polluted. It used to be London's sewer. If you look along the river's wall to your right, you can see the high tide mark once again. You know, it's those lions' heads. They go all the way behind, all the way ahead. See this measuring posts? Around 7 meters, look about that, measuring stick, 7 meters. You see the line behind it? That's the average rise of tide. Some days the tide, it is predicted to go above 8 meters. If they predict the tide to go above 8 meters, we can now close the river by closing the floodgates. So behind you, they built gates. They can close them to stop the sea flooding into London. For the gates, they would keep an eye on the lions' heads. And there they came up with little poems, the Victorians. And they go, if the lions start to drink, then soon after, London may start to sink. And when the heads are entirely ducked, well, that's when London is eventually flooded. It's also a royal highway, and that's why you don't see any adverts around us. Have you noticed, McDonald's or Coca-Cola, there's no flashing neon lines because it is the King's Causeway. It belongs to the royal family. And indeed you'll find most of our palaces were built along the river. This was once a palace here to your right. Somerset House dates from the 1700s. The green dome on top above, look down below and there's a little archway with Father Thames' face. And the river used to flow through the arch into the grounds of the building. The road on your right was built in the 1860s to incorporate a sewer system built by Bazalgette. Before that was built, the river was London's open sewer. The bridge here we call the Ladies' Bridge because that's who built it in the Second World War. Most of our men were away fighting. So the ladies, they stepped in, the land army, and they completed London's longest bridge. It's also the only bridge on the river that was built on time and under budget. So, well done to the ladies. Your power.
Ladies' bridge.
Well done. To the right, there's a stone obelisk. Cleopatra's Needle. You may want to take a picture, as it is the oldest thing you'll see in London today. Built in Egypt, one piece of granite, around 3,500 years ago. They say it was awarded to us as a gift for Nelson's victory, having defeated Napoleon at the Battle of the River Nile. The Sphinx either side, they ran their own way. They should be guarding, admiring, not staring towards. And if you go and look at them today, folks, you can't see it this side. There's a bit of shrapnel, I can see the marks